Are we? Hi! Hi, guys! I'm in Denmark! Woo! I'm at the Lego offices with...
You go first.
Okay.
Sure.
Insist.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a game designer at Minecraft.
And I'm Max. I'm a designer for the Lego group at Lego Minecraft.
And I'm Sylvee, but you guys know that.
All right. So I'm sure you're probably wondering why we're all here, right?
Okay, I have no idea.
So we have this fantastic set, the crafting table, that is right here. But it's not just this that you see in front of you. It's actually a whole world inside as well.
Very nice.
Take it off so you can see this too. So this is actually a very fun one, and I wanted to play a little game with you guys here. So one of the things that is in this set are a few different biomes that we have on these little platforms. And I want to see if, just from looking at the Lego rendition, how much you guys know your Minecraft, and if you can guess what biome that is.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
You up for it?
Yeah.
All right. So, the first one, right at the top here, I want to see if you guys can get that one down.
Is
Ice
it-
spikes?
Yeah, ice
It is ice
Yep.
spikes, yes.
Yep.
Yep. So we've got the ice spikes to the side of it here. There's this fun one too. I think this one's going to be a little obvious, but let's see if you can get that one.
Cherry blossom.
Cherry
Yes,
blossom.
I win.
And underneath, there's a little secret there too.
Oh, there's a hidden
It's a mine shaft.
mine shaft.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Mine shaft cherry
That's
blossoms.
Cute.
Alright. What do you guys think about that one?
That's a village.
Village.
Yep.
Technically not a biome, actually.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yes,
interesting.
Yeah.
It's in a
So-
plains biome.
That's the thing, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
And then off to the side here.
Spruce.
Tiger. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
That's the tree. I mean, that's
Yep.
close
I
enough.
call it a spruce biome.
It's a nice little dripstone cave underneath as well.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Spikes there.
That's really
That's
cool.
cute.
And then behind everything, a little bit hidden in the set.
Deep
Oh.
dark.
Yep.
Yeah, is this the warden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, are those kind of like the there's like archways that go into the ancient city?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's deep dark with a little bit of the ancient city.
Yeah, that's really
kind of
really
design
cool.
behind it. And then there's also this fun little map on the bottom that
Oh,
has
wow.
all of the.
Oh, from like the top down?
Yep.
That's
all the
cute.
representation.
I really like the create new world button at the front.
Yeah, there's actually a few different options for that too. There's I think 6 different stickers that you can have and kind of
Right.
make it your own based on which ones you want.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
Very cool. Very nice.
That's cute. I like when things look like I like how it's just a giant crafting table also.
yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
It's cool because you can really have it where it's both ways, where you can have it so you can see all of the environment and all of the characters, because there's also all the fun little guys up there.
Mhm.
But if you wanted to have it where it just looked pure crafting table, it really does kind of display well from that side too.
Yeah. That's very cool. Got all the little characters as well on the front.
Yeah. The witch is cute because the Lego bump
Yep.
is like the top of the
It's like
hat.
the top of the
yeah,
hat, yeah.
that's cute.
There's some really fun kind of additions in this. So, you're in Denmark.
I know. So are you.
I am.
And you
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Now you guys. Maybe so.
How are you enjoying everything here so far?
Well, I just got
Fun?
here,
Just got here?
but it's nice. I like the street signs.
The street signs? What about them?
Well, in Denmark they're different than in America. You didn't know.
That's
I like
fair. Yeah,
I like my street signs.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food's alright too.
Feels alright?
Yeah. Well, I need to get a cheese Danish.
Alright, yeah.
Because
I'm surprised you haven't gotten one yet.
I have been looking.
Okay.
Honestly, like they're not in every bakery.
That's true.
They're in every bakery in America, but you'd think.
Well, maybe the American version of it.
Right. Is it different?
I have to imagine it's better here.
Okay.
I don't know preparation-wise. I'm not a
Yeah.
food expert, but...
I'm sure. Yeah, that's cool. The plane ride was crazy also.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so there's a hurricane, if you didn't know, that
I
was
didn't
going
know.
through Florida right when I was ready to fly on a plane. And I guess I just missed it because when I was at the airport, all the other airlines, like all the other flights every other city was canceled except for mine. So I was like,
Wow.
yeah.
This worked out well.
I got pretty lucky there. Yeah. I was scared.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not of the hurricane, but of my flight being canceled.
If a hurricane comes, that's fine. I have no worries about the hurricane.
I'm from Florida.
Yeah,
We get them.
Probably a little more common than in Denmark.
I'd assume. But I don't know. I can't be too sure.
All right. So, do we have
Oh, yeah, the questions.
some questions, right?
We do have some
Yeah,
Okay.
we do have some
I
questions.
don't think they're in this one, so I'm going to go grab
I
the
don't
other
think
bit here.
so. The other crafting
We just
table.
have this other crafting table that is very similar looking,
Yeah, this one has all the
but
sides
it
on
does
it.
have all the sides on it. Yeah,
Is it
I
hollow?
think that's so cute.
it is hollow
Except
and
for
full of questions.
Oh, wow.
so not quite hollow.
Nice.
Should I look at them or should I just grab
I
one?
think you should just grab one.
Okay.
What do you say we each we'll go through them and then
Okay.
we can each grab one and see
Yeah.
kind of let fate
All right.
decide there.
How has the role of the crafting table changed over the past 15 years?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, originally the crafting table didn't exist in Minecraft at some point
Oh.
because
Really?
of course survival mode didn't exist in Minecraft very, very early on. This is like the original version of the game because it was almost like a prototype version of the creative mode.
Okay.
And it was all in browser and I think it was free at the time. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it was a very different game.
So-
And then eventually survival mode came in, and that's when, of course, the crafting table came in, and
Okay.
there was the survival mechanics, and yeah, so it has changed a lot. And even I don't know which specific year, but we of course introduced the recipe book, and that
Yeah.
I feel like changed.
That
That was
A
so
big help.
nice.
Yeah.
I remember in the early days of playing when you just kind of had to know everything or
Yeah.
know
Or,
someone
like,
who
look
knew.
it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Lots of looking things up, which
Yeah.
it's nice that you don't have to. When it first came out, I was like, oh, no one knows recipes. Like, this
Yeah.
is not. And then I was like, oh, wait, this is the
Yeah.
best thing ever.
But do you still sometimes like manually craft anyway? Like
Most
even
of the
though
time
you
I
can.
do.
Okay.
I think only if I don't
I-
know the recipe.
Yeah, I think if I'm just playing and I don't use the recipe book for for speed's sake.
Yeah.
It'll just kind of be as a point of reference. But
Yeah.
I do like the feeling of just getting everything in the slots. Still.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the recipe book is more about like learning the recipe, and then I do it manually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because especially now, like when Minecraft first came out, there was so much less materials. There's so little crafting recipes in general, and as the game has evolved over time, of course, so many new things, and there's so many things to learn, and you kind of need something like.
Yeah.
I remember back when it was when redstone was the new thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I guess there's actually a lot more I can do with this now.
and now it just has a whole community.
And how that's- yeah.
around it.
Redstone is
It's
crazy.
evolved way beyond what I can do with that.
Yeah.
It's so I built something with it,
Yeah.
and it was like it took me so long to do like a simple light swirl.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my, none of this makes sense. I built it, and I'm like, I don't know how to recreate it or what anything does.
Don't worry, even as a designer, like I don't know.
You
Just,
still-
I mean, like I know it. I know the mechanics. I know how it works under the hood and everything. But like actually building out some of the things our community builds, like no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's why we have very dedicated players.
Well, I did. Okay. Do you want?
I do. I'll grab the next one. Okay. And hopefully, this one. Oh, this is actually one from I think one of your someone who answered on Instagram, right?
Emma.
Emma. Yes. So Emma asked, if you could create your own Lego set, what would it be? Well, Emma, I actually have created my own Lego set.
So we already know. Yay!
Yeah. So it was one that came out this year. It was the pirate ship voyage.
Oh yeah, you have to sign mine.
Yes, I will.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was a very fun one because it got to have a lot of playability. It got to have a few mobs. There was one that we hadn't seen in a while in Lego with the squid. I think that had
Oh,
only
yeah.
been in the Ocean Monument.
Mhm.
And that was a set that had retired a while ago and was pretty pricey when it came out. So getting that in a smaller set was really fun. Also, the adult camel was pretty cool.
Oh wow, yeah.
I would have loved to create this one. This was actually my friend Isaac Snyder that designed the crafting table
Mhm.
in our Minecraft team. An absolutely excellent designers. You'll probably see later some of the details that are going into this.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys could create your own Lego set, and I want to ask that over here too.
Oh, I have so many. I don't. Okay, where do I start? First, my cats. You have the the tuxedo cat.
Yes.
I've seen it. It
Yeah.
needs to be orange. Come on,
Yeah.
not that hard.
The beauty of Lego is that
All right.
you can make it orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
You
need
find
to
those
do
pieces, yeah.
that. That's on my list. Probably my cats, and then maybe a Ferris wheel. You probably,
Ferris wheel?
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
a Ferris wheel in my Minecraft server, so.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, for me, what I would probably want is a set that sort of represents and even looks like the old style, like alpha version of Minecraft, where it has like the really hyper contrasted green grass, like it's really, really, really bright green, because that's just so nostalgic for me. Like,
Yeah.
that's when I first started playing, and just to have like that also had no biomes back then, right? It only had green grass. Like that would be a really cool set. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I think if anything would sell very well, it would be a plate of just green grass. That's
Yeah, of course.
No, that is. I think there is really something special about it. Where when back before there was like all of this stuff going on like
Yeah.
constantly, just something about the simplicity of it really does
Yeah.
make you feel like it just has a sense of nostalgia.
It's at least, it's memories,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
All right. Did you want to draw one too?
Yeah, I'll see if I can grab one. I'll shuffle it around. Okay, let's see. All right, this one's addressed to you, Max.
Is
so,
it?
Should I reshuffle or should I just go straight
Yeah,
for
go
it?
for it. We'll
Cool,
see.
yeah. So, what were the most challenging or interesting parts of designing, not this set, but I assume sets in general?
Well, I actually will talk because I talked to Isaac a little bit about some of the specifics of the set, and because I wanted to get a little bit more insight into how everything was designed. I was there for the development of it, so I got to see a lot of the kind of process behind it. But I know one of the things that was a really big consideration was the size of it. How big is this set going to be? Because we knew kind of roughly what we wanted the price point. We knew kind of like what we wanted it to be. But he said that one of the first things is that he knew he wanted the biomes on these 6x6 platforms because it's an area that gives you some space to work with. It's not too small, but it's also not too sprawling for just kind of these little micro decorations. And so one of the questions became, how do you create the housing for that? How do you get it where it's still fairly pixel accurate for the stuff on the outside, but have all of this detail on the inside? And so it was a while of kind of back and forth before coming up with this kind of solution where it has the biomes, but also this little strip of land. And you'll also notice that this interior is very different from the exterior.
Yeah.
And so having it where it's 2 bricks wide makes it so you can have these different color layers. But he also spent a lot of time, if you actually build the set, doing a lot of structural work where they kind of still, even though they're individual, they really tie together well. And so it never feels like these 2 walls are just going to kind of fall apart. It feels like a very strong process the whole way through. And yeah, it was really interesting because you have something that is so iconic, like the crafting box, and you have something like the anniversary, the 15 years.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's something really special and something that has a lot of thought given into it. And I think he did an absolutely phenomenal job with this, where it feels like a very kind of like loving memory kind of built for it.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. What was the process like, or the thought process around deciding which biomes, especially because you talked about, like honoring the 15-year anniversary and stuff. Like, what went into that?
I think there was a lot of thought that was just, first of all, diversity in what is built. So just finding things that visually look very distinct from one another, but also things that kind of take into the different levels of history. Like there's some fairly recent ones with the Cherry Grove and like the Deep Dark, but they're also really good kind of like colorful representations and something that's immediately iconic as knowing that. But I think even having something like the Village, like something that's been around not since the beginning, but for quite a while, where
very long time.
Where you have kind of different steps in the journey, but also things that look very distinct from one another.
Really cool. Nice.
Yeah. That is cool. You could probably build your own little biomes too.
Probably build your own. Actually, I think I might have unprepared just the thing for that.
No, really.
So I'm going to get up again here. We can leave that in the corner or something.
Okay, we'll get some more questions
So-
later. Stick around.
What's this that I found on the side? Absolutely wild. I have an assortment of bricks here, and I also have 3 of these 6x6 base plates.
No way.
Wow.
I know, crazy. So I thought it would be really fun to have a little biome building challenge here.
Okay.
So I have hand-selected a series of wonderful pieces that I think through this stream we should each try to make our own biome that we can fit into this crafting box and kind of see how it looks in the end. Because I think that's one of the cool things about Lego and Minecraft is that we have these fantastic displays. You can also make your own as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of different elements here. I'm sure you guys can kind of figure out what looks like what blocks.
Yeah, I'm getting eager.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right. So I think this can be something that we can kind of play around with during the stream, just so it's not just a whole bunch of shuffling noises and quiet faces. But yeah, I think just so you guys can kind of get a rundown, in this bottom row here, there are the classic Lego bricks in a few different sizes. We have the plates as well in a few, and tiles. So if you want to have it flattened off like we do in the set, you can have that as well. There's also some pieces for flowers, for some ore. We have some of the different ingots and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Water and lava with the slopes if you want to have that in multiple kind of
Fun.
dimensions. In this box, there are pieces for, is it warped wood that has the purple?
Yes.
There we go. That was I obviously knew that already. And you can make trees by taking tiles and putting them on the different studs there, so
okay.
you can have those in your environment if you would like as well. And then in this box, this is my favorite one, we have a brick separator if you make a mistake.
Oh,
which
nice.
I probably will. There's also some village houses and a bunch of characters. I have a few of all of the different types of characters, as well as some little roller skate pieces that we use for the minecarts too,
Wow.
if you wanted that. So,
Sweet.
all right.
So I guess we're not going to tell each other what biomes are building.
Okay,
right?
that was what I was going to ask. I was going to ask if
Oh.
you wanted to, if you want to tell, if you want to keep it a secret.
I think
you
it's
playing it close to
cooler.
the chest.
I think it's cooler
Yeah.
if we
Okay.
keep it a secret.
We can kind of just
Like a Pictionary.
yeah, I think that's fun.
And then you can try and guess, and if it's really, really bad, then you
Then
win.
yes.
Lose.
Let me get these over
Okay,
here.
I know what I'm building.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think... Let me think.
Should I go at it? Is that crazy?
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay.
I think I know what you're building too now.
I don't know.
No,
Perhaps.
Dark red.
Right, but maybe I'll switch it up.
Well, let's tell me. So I'm curious here. So obviously, both of you guys have a lot of experience with Minecraft.
Yes.
Is there anything that you remember distinctly from playing or from anything else that is just like a very core memory of the game? Just talking about like all the nostalgia, all like the different versions
Yeah.
that have been.
I do have some core memories from like pretty early Minecraft,
Mm.
and whenever I played on the Xbox, I was not very good at it, and my brother would like kind of play around with me. I remember one time I didn't know how to find diamonds. I didn't know how to mine, and so
That's half of Minecraft.
you would think, right? And I remember my brother like telling me, "Oh, mine right here," and I mined one dirt block, and there was diamond ore, and I was like, "Yay!" And I was so lucky. I was like, "He's like, wow, look how lucky you are! You found diamonds. That's so rare." But now I know that.
You just placed it.
Yeah.
That's such a good feeling, though. That's a lot nicer than some of the stories. Like, I feel like I've played with a friend. And they're like, "Open this door," and then I open it up, and it triggers like a TNT explosion and just ruins.
Right.
Like,
No, that's happened too. For sure. But I was talking about a good memory.
yeah.
I have to ask, I don't know if this was only a me problem, but when I first played Minecraft, I didn't know how to mine at all. And what I mean by that is I kept left clicking constantly.
Oh.
Like instead of holding it down. And
Oh,
holding,
yeah.
And I was just like, how do you
Why
play
am I
this
not-
game? Like,
I actually think I have the exact same memory when I first started because it looks like a crack, and then like
Yeah.
if you click a couple times, maybe it looks like it's beginning.
Yeah.
They're like,
the way that I expected it was like, oh, okay, if I keep clicking it, over time the cracks will expand. And yeah, I mean, it didn't take that long for me to figure out, but still,
but still, it's one of those things that it's like
yeah,
looking back on it a little bit longer than you maybe would have wanted it to take.
yeah. And I'm sure there are still new players today that experience the exact same thing.
think you're going for a lot of these tan ones, right?
I am.
I'm going to switch these with the gray then, because I'm going for a lot of gray and I feel like I'm reaching. And
Okay, yep. That is fine with me.
If you guys want to take these out too, you can as well.
But I would say, because you asked about like sort of core memories or like things that, you know, hold a place in your heart for Minecraft. I mean, when I first played Minecraft, I believe it was the Infinite version of the game, which is when they just finally introduced infinite world generation. Because originally Minecraft was actually not infinite. It had a world size. Not for a very long amount of time, but it did have that. And then eventually they got the procedural infinite generation. And my first experience has always been defined by the first night that you play. Yeah. And specifically for me, I built a really like small wooden hut, and I had a dungeon directly beneath my house. And so even when the nighttime passed, you know, the scary zombie sounds and everything,
still have all those
I still would hear zombie sounds underneath my house, and I just couldn't figure, because I didn't even know that dungeons existed at all.
Yeah.
So that was my first experience of just constantly hearing horror noises underneath. I mean, for me, Minecraft was a bit of a horror game.
I mean, it did feel like that early on, because you have like, it's nighttime and suddenly like you have to find a way to kind of get around all of the stuff that's coming at you. I remember that. One of mine, I really, if I'm looking back, just like kind of a key thing from it, when I was first learning how to play around with redstone a little bit.
Right.
And I was like trying out all these little things, but like I couldn't do anything that was too like massive or like too wild, but I found out a way to make basically a disappearing staircase in a castle I was building. So I was doing this giant castle, and I had the sticky pistons that were hooked up to blocks that would basically, they would extend out when you press the button, you could go up and press another, and they'd go back into the wall. And I just remember feeling like so accomplished at the end of that. About like, I did this cool thing, and now no one can get to the second floor. But I didn't have enough torches, and eventually it just became like absolutely crowded with monsters because I had to put a roof on it.
Did either of you play when the Nether first came out, by any chance?
I don't remember. I don't think I was there when it first came out, or I wasn't like actively playing. I do remember playing it earlier than like playing it now, obviously, but I don't like remember the like the key moment for it.
Yeah, I believe, I could be wrong again. I'm not entirely certain about the particular year, but I'm pretty sure it was 2010, and it was a Halloween update, actually.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, and it was, of course, the very first time a new dimension came to the game, and it was very basic compared to what it is now. It only had one biome, it had ghasts, and that was like super iconic for me because there was unlike a lot of the updates that you have today, there's quite a lot of details that come into it. You got snapshots, you got betas, so you know a decent amount about what's coming in the update. But back then, when an update was dropped, it was just dropped. And then suddenly, you know, there's the Nether dimension, and you don't know anything about it. So when I first built my first Nether portal, I actually built an underground bunker with like multiple iron doors with like redstone latches.
Oh, because you thought someone would just come through.
Because I thought that, when I open this, there are going to be, you know, monsters and all sorts of horrible things that would come out of it. And I made sure. But then when, you know, I ultimately went in, it was fine. But just that whole process of like really immersing myself into the game and thinking like, yeah, of course, there's going to be monsters to come out. Like that was actually how I got into Redstone. Like Redstone, it was just a bunch of wires and doors and everything, but you know, it was cool.
Redstone's always just a bunch of wires and doors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like updates are. My chatter said that updates used to be so scary.
Oh,
I think they're still scary whenever there's something new.
Yeah, I mean, when we introduced the Deep Dark, I mean,
I'm still scared of that.
Yeah.
That guy's terrifying. I don't.
No, on my Minecraft server, my friends like were going down there. Every time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, abort!" Like,
and we're
leave.
Turning around.
Yeah, no, I was not messing around with that.
the people that make the active choice to go in and fight the warden are the level of skill and insanity behind that is just kind of
Yeah, I don't know how much skill they had, but definitely insanity.
Definitely insanity. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because I designed the warden.
Oh, that's your fault.
That is my fault. You can blame me.
Okay, I will.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you for permission.
No problem.
I mean, we designed the warden to be one of the first things in the game where hypothetically it's not meant to be something that you fight. But it's a sandbox, right? You can't outright tell someone you can't do something.
Don't fight this.
If anything, if you tell them that it's designed not to be fought, everyone will try to fight it, which is exactly what happened.
Not me.
Yeah, but I think, it kind of harkens back a little bit to what we were talking about with Minecraft can be scary. That first night experience, the Warden was really about trying to recapture that in a more modern era of Minecraft with all the new updates. So, I'm really happy that we got to do more scary stuff like that in Minecraft again.
And then it worked, it is scary. That's, I would say a full mission accomplished there.
Yeah. I'm curious, do we have a Lego Warden? Is that a thing?
A Lego Warden, yes.
Yes, we do. I have not had a chance to see it in person.
It's a very fun mob. It's only in one set. It's like a deep dark battle. It has some like ancient city kind of vibes and stuff to it.
Cool.
But it has a lot of fun features now, and there's also this like tower that you can put TNT on, and the whole thing just crumbles to the ground.
That's awesome.
But the Warden mode's very fun. It's a cool creature. It's a very fun size for a Lego model because it's so big compared to the character that it gives you a lot of room to kind of actually build it up and design some really fun stuff with it. It's fairly posable too for a Minecraft character.
I think if I'm thinking correctly, because Steve is 2 meters tall, technically.
Okay.
And I think the Warden must be 4 meters tall. Because the Enderman is 3 meters. And I know the Warden is slightly taller.
That's like 12 feet.
Yeah.
It took me way too long to multiply that.
Sorry.
What are the meters?
Yeah.
Meat?
Trying to get as many of these purple ones.
All right, while we're still working on this, do you want to maybe grab a couple more questions? So I think we can multitask this, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I was speedrunning. I was so excited. I was like, I have a vision. It's getting built.
I'm going at this in absolutely the wrong mindset, which is like,
yours looks so good.
Thank you. I am struggling a little bit because I have these purple pieces.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to connect them on the sides, if that is a thing that I can possibly do.
No, I'm just kidding.
You can use this guy to get them out.
Right, it just doesn't have the color, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
Oh, I don't
I just want to look at the little pieces.
That's fine.
These ones are so cute. Wait, I should be asking questions. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me ask a question.
Okay.
From Nessa, what was the design process, both from the Lego group and Mojang POV?
For this one specifically, or just
design process from both your POVs? How do you design?
Right. That's
a
cool question.
It is, yeah. I think like anything, it's really a group kind of consensus for stuff. So a lot of times when we're thinking about, okay, what are these new products going to be? What are we going to get in the lineup? It's getting as many people's voices in as possible and then taking kind of some of that, working forward with it, and then refining. So it's really nice for us to be able to start off with maybe like 30 different concepts and then kind of narrow it in from there, because then you get to see what everyone's really excited about. You get to see kind of what you can kind of agree as a group is a good direction to move forward. And I think it's a really fun way to kind of go about.
Yeah, I don't think our design process is all that dissimilar. I can speak a little bit to how, for example, we design updates. One of the things that we do is we have these big things called like design summits or creative summits. And so we come together as a huge team, like all the different crafts, even people who may not do design very often in their day-to-day role. And we will just do brainstorming, like a whole bunch of brainstorming for like 1 or 2 days, and assemble a bunch of ideas. And even though, of course, maybe 90% of the ideas will not actually make it into the update, there'll still be things that kind of influence our creative process. And I think it's a really nice way to allow everyone to feel excited about something and like really, delve deep into what the future of Minecraft can be. But I think it also really does inform the way we then follow through with the design process when we're actually implementing things and starting to prototype things. And we also do a lot of prototyping. Like we don't just, it's not like a waterfall process where like we say this is exactly what we're going to do. We prototype a lot of things and then they just not fun, and then we don't implement them. And we need to verify that they're fun. That's the most important part, and we need to be excited about them as much as the players are excited about them. And I think the very unique thing about the design process in Minecraft is that because we do snapshots, because we do betas, the design is so influenced and done in collaboration with the community. That's something that I think really is unique about Minecraft. So,
yeah, it is. It's always cool seeing the getting to put your name in for the mob votes and everything.
Yeah.
Trying to
of course.
having the input, getting to see kind of some of the process at least behind it. I think that's something that's really special about what you guys do.
Yeah. But even just like in snapshots, right? Like there are so many. I mean, I talk with all the different communities in Minecraft that I possibly can. There are so many people. But even just things like number changes, little tweaks, or like, oh, we don't think that this name really fits this feature. Like all of those things influence the final update that we make, and it's a cool process.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's fun whenever a new update comes out. Everyone gets so excited.
Yeah.
Like, yay, new update, new things. Like, new toys coming out. Like, a new Lego set coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all that feedback. I don't know. You know where
Did
the
I
designer
pull
that has
the
the
last one?
thing falling apart? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think...
And that was not a
Okay,
question for me.
Do I got a question?
I have no idea how the design process works.
Okay, so we actually have a question from a viewer, I believe, Maddie Murph. What is your favorite thing you have ever built in Minecraft and or with Lego sets?
Ooh, okay.
I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, on my Minecraft server, I made a circus. I thought it was so awesome. I got way too addicted.
Yeah.
I made like a giant roller coaster. It was pretty cool. A Ferris wheel. We got a carousel, the
Nice.
horses, a circus tent, and and there was a love boat ride
Oh, wow.
with a story. And I'm clearly not a storyteller because every time someone went in to the boat ride, nobody understood the story. I didn't really understand the story. Yeah, it was a little weird, but it was a fun build
Yeah,
regardless.
say if it's fun, then that's the...
Yeah.
So the boat ride, like it actually had boats and stuff you could go through.
It had like a boat that was on land with like
Okay.
water near it, so it was slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have used ice.
Well, then it would go too fast.
True.
I wanted it to
true.
go slow so you can experience.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
more
like-
I
scenic.
want a high-speed
exactly.
boat ride.
Yeah.
I want to go whitewater rafting in Minecraft.
And then you just get the story too fast, and then you really want to know what's going
Yeah.
on. Maybe I can rebuild that with Lego
That'd be
bricks.
cool.
Yeah, that would be hard. It's already hard in Minecraft.
I have very different answers for my two favorite things. I think my favorite thing in Minecraft was when I first found like diorite and how there's like the different kinds of stone and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is a good way to make a very clean looking, like minimalistic, like Danish design of a house. And so I did this very kind of modern blocky where it's a lot of different structures that are kind of integrated with each other with different textures and a lot of glass. And it looked really cool, and I'm like, I want to make a wizard's tower too. Wow. And then I ruined everything that I had in my design. I made the tallest wizard tower I possibly could. I put a nether portal at the very top of it, so you had to climb a ladder like for absolute minutes just to get up to where you need to go for it.
Very
And
Danish.
It was,
Yes.
I just filled it with chests. It was absolutely useless, but it was kind of a lot of fun to just go around like an otherwise nicely designed village and house, and then just see this pillar like all the way to the sky.
Did you ever build like any of your Minecraft builds like with Lego instead?
I have done both. Yeah. So when I made the pirate ship voyage, I made it in Minecraft as well. And
really?
it was just it's very fun to see because there's some certain things like I know a lot of times in Minecraft builds you'll see a block and it is a brick and a plate. So you can get like if it's like a dirt block for example, you have where it's like brown at the bottom, green on top. That's not a perfect cube.
Right.
It's just under.
Yeah.
But building perfect cubes is not always very fun to do. So seeing how just those slight differences in proportion will change from like a Lego model to like what you actually build in Minecraft, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
But
a cool challenge.
it is fun to see both ways because
Yeah.
and then sometimes I will try to get something that I've created in the game into bricks too.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to see it like
Physically.
in person.
That's
in
so
person.
cool. Because I guess you can do that. You can recreate all their Lego sets into
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Mm.
It's kind of fun. I actually did that. I don't think I put it in my video, but when I got the Brickerite ore, I built the entire thing in Minecraft, but I don't think I even included that in the video. But I spent so long, like, I looked at every single Lego brick and I was like, okay, this is this right here.
Yeah.
We need the director's cut of that video now.
It's on my computer. But what was your favorite Lego set to build?
Oh man, set to build or thing that I've built outside of sets? Because I think there's different answers.
I think
for
you can
this.
do your whatever you build.
Okay, I think just whoa man, this actually. Do you have a favorite? Well, I think about favorite Lego thing.
Sorry?
Do you have a favorite build that you can remember? While
Yeah, I can try and think. I mean, bit of a spoiler. I think it was actually the underground portal room that I was talking about, to be honest. I'm personally actually not much of a builder in Minecraft. I am someone who likes to adventure and do a lot of combat stuff and,
okay.
you know, pillage villages and stuff. I do a bit of creative building every now and then, but I wouldn't say it's like my main play style.
I think by necessity, I'm a creative player in Minecraft
Yes,
because
yeah.
I'm not good at video games.
Yeah.
And you're creative as a person.
I think it translates well for that. But when it comes time to like actually like if I get like a raid on my village, I'm like I'm just gonna leave. I think I can't do this.
So I really like building, but I feel like building for me, it's much more like serving its functional purpose, right? Like, oh, I need a storage room, or I need this thing that I don't know is like my room for a portal. It's usually that sort of stuff, and maybe I'll make it a little pretty, but I'm not really.
Yeah,
I'm not that good at making things pretty.
I agree. I needed the circus.
Yeah,
That
I mean that has a
Ferris
functional purpose, right?
Yeah.
That is a load-bearing Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
It's structurally important to the
It doesn't work because it's Minecraft, but it's
when are you gonna add rotation in?
right.
That should be really
I actually
easy.
have some notes for you after the stream
You can give all the notes.
that I want actually.
I mean, of course, you know there are mods that add rotation.
That's true.
It's a thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing about Minecraft. You can shape it to what you want it to be.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these two.
Oh wait, you didn't answer.
Oh,
your...
favorite thing I've done.
Yeah, don't try to get out of it.
It's like picking a baby. How do you pick your favorite? I don't know. I think I've done a few things before that I've really liked that are they're silly things. I like to build silly things. I think one of my current favorite is there was a time when a lot of people were building crabs. It was called Time for Crab. It was like something in the Lego community, and I built what I called a stuffed crustacean, where it has a crab with a pizza on its back.
Oh.
And it had a little pizza box and little crab friends with it.
That's cute.
And I think just building kind of from like a pun to start off with is just it scratches a very specific part of my brain that just like this is right. I'm putting something right and good into the world.
It's silly.
It's silly. It's fun.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting a lot of your.
I think because they're at the top.
Okay.
I feel.
Oh, fantastic. Jesse, thank you for this wonderful question. Jesse asked, would you build a life-size Ender Dragon out of Lego bricks? All right, so let's math this out a little bit.
Right.
Because if there's anything people love, it's math.
There is an Ender Dragon Lego.
Yeah,
build,
so
right?
it's definitely not life size, but we do have
Yeah.
there's I think 3 sets have different iterations. There's one that's out right now that has an end ship and an Ender Dragon. It's a very fun build. It has like a cool like blasting mechanism. You can actually take the head off and put it on the characters. Like
because you can get the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But life size Ender Dragon. Okay, so you said Steve is 2 meters tall.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is 6 feet.
Which is 6 feet.
For y'all at home.
So, how big is the Ender Dragon compared to Steve?
Wait, let's think about how big the end thing is. It's like 3
The
blocks,
end
isn't
ship?
it? No,
Or-
when you're killing the Ender Dragon, and
Oh,
there's like
right.
the pillar.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know what it's called. You probably know the technical.
It's I don't think there's like a proper like strict name for it, but I think it's called the End Fountain.
End Fountain? Okay.
Oh, okay, that would make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how big
I'm
is
pretty
that?
sure that is 4 or 5 blocks. I think it's 5 blocks.
It's 5 because
Okay.
there's the pillar in the
Yeah,
middle.
exactly.
Okay, so when the Ender Dragon
It kind of occupies that whole
sits on
space.
it, sits on it, and it has a little extra blocks because its head goes out a little further.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
So it's probably 5 plus
So that would be like
2, maybe 3 with the tail.
yeah.
so that would be like 8 blocks worth,
8 blocks.
At least.
which would be
8
what
meters.
like roughly 16 or oh no, block is a
Yeah,
meter. Block is a
each
meter.
block is a meter.
Okay.
I
So
feel like 8 meters is
24.
not that long. I think it's
maybe this is a little guy.
24 feet.
uh,
But then it's got the wingspan.
Yeah, the wingspan's impressive.
Yeah.
And also, we probably are not accounting for how long the tail is.
no, yeah.
So
Is
But I
there
mean-
an Ender Dragon
Oh, yeah.
image? No, there's not.
Unfortunately, no.
I think regardless though, so we're talking something that
actual-
is
Question is, would you?
would you? Oh, you know,
Well,
I think it's one of
yeah.
those things where I definitely like to take on stuff that is maybe more than I should be taking on.
Right.
And I think, yeah, I absolutely would love to build one because it would be so impressive to see.
That would be really
And it would be
cool.
like, that would definitely be hundreds of thousands, if not into the millions of Lego bricks if
Yeah.
you got it into like proper scale.
Yeah.
And I think you'd start needing some supports and everything.
Yeah,
in there.
support structures and everything.
Yeah. I think that would be a very fun. I think building with that many black bricks just again and again would get a little bit straight in the eyes.
There's
Yeah.
purple too.
That's true. That's true. There's a little bit of purple, a little bit of like the grays you can kind of get in there too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a very fun challenge though, for sure.
That looks so cool. And then someone comes and starts breaking it.
Yeah.
It's, I'm gonna win the game.
It's like,
No.
You don't get anything for breaking this one.
Yeah.
You get a sad builder.
Yeah. Would you build it?
I think that would take too much time. So no,
That's probably the right
okay.
answer.
Okay.
probably not.
I feel like if I get really invested into it, I might start
Yeah.
not finish it.
At least I wouldn't build it myself. If I had like 500 other people.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
if
it
all
would
the
be like
people-
team effort on that.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Then
about
I'd be
two other
totally
people?
down.
Yeah, 2 other people? Is that
Maybe.
enough?
That would maybe convince me.
Do we each count as 250 people?
Yeah, of course.
Aww.
Yes. Nailed it.
Okay.
All right. Have we all got another one out there?
Yeah, you pulled one? Yeah.
Okay.
We got one.
All right. Well, I think, what if we put this, I think we're kind of in various stages of being done. We can kind of announce our builds
Oh,
later.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But,
We can put it
So put them
maybe
to the side.
in the front, or is that too
Interesting.
much
Yeah.
focus?
yeah, okay, we'll put it in front. And we'll look at each other's in a little bit. But I think there is another activity that would be very fun to do with this.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Wait. Can we clear this?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get these back in here. There's going to be some scattered pieces on the table, but anytime you build with Lego, that, or in my experience, that generally is the case.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is going to be a little bit more of a Minecraft-oriented challenge. This one is a crafting quiz. So, inside this box, there are some everyday objects.
Oh,
peek.
sorry.
Or you can. That's
I
fine.
got thrilled. You wouldn't show me before.
We are going to use this crafting table as if it's an actual crafting table and place some of these everyday objects onto the different sections on the top here.
Okay.
And we're going to see if the other 2 people at the table can guess what we're trying to craft.
And we're not crafting things that are in the game.
Now, I think you could. I think if we want to start off easy, if we want to be
Okay.
generous to our friends here,
Yeah.
Let's
we
do it.
could
Let's-
start off a little bit easy.
It might be too easy. We're pretty expert.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's
But
do
you
it.
also
We'll do
don't
it.
know how bad I am at it.
So you'll be playing.
So I can play. All right, let's let you do this first. If you want to do something from the game, go for it. If you want to do something that's out of the game, you can also do that.
Okay, I guess also, you know what? If we do something from the game, these pieces are up to interpretation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
maybe that would
Okay.
be good. Okay, I can start. Oh no.
This is actually the first time I've seen inside this
Yeah,
box.
a lot of these I don't know what they could be actually. But well, let's see how much of this I can get. Okay. I'm gonna start off pretty easy. If you don't get this,
Okay.
then you are a noob. Let's see. Okay. I'll make a do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If you want to show the chatters what I made. Come on.
Interesting.
I mean, I know what it is, but
Now, it looks like you've selected leather.
Could be.
It could be.
I thought so.
I'm going to go ahead and say, and I might be new, this is armor, right?
Could be.
If it's the...
that's a tricky one because now it is up to interpretation. If you're reading this as leather,
I was reading it as leather, so
What
I
were
was...
you reading it as?
actually wood.
Oh,
Planks,
right.
not wood. Planks.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I was.
Or is this... What were you... or maybe a hint. What were you using that as?
This is the game. There's a lot of interesting pieces in here that I wouldn't know what it is, so you guys don't get a hint.
That's fair enough. My final answer is armor, which I know is wrong because you said interesting, but I'm sticking to my guns.
Well, what armor?
Leather helmet.
Leather armor.
Leather what?
Chest armor.
Chest
It's,
armor, okay.
Helmet.
Oh, then it would be.
Yeah.
Oh, it's upside down. It's upside down.
Even if
Oh,
it was the
man.
other way.
Yeah, you
that's not what
saw,
a
right.
chest
Okay.
plate looks like. Okay, you win, except you said a boat initially.
Yeah, I thought it was a bird. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, maybe this
Okay.
game is harder the way it is. You can go next.
A little bit. All right. I'm also going to do one that I think should be a little bit easy.
Well, I feel like we think it's easy when we're doing it because we know.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have the answer already.
All right. So.
Is that a kiwi fruit?
It looks like it is.
Yeah.
All right.
So. Okay, so I'm assuming that. I don't think this is the axe recipe. Okay. I don't know what it is because it looks like it's almost the axe recipe.
I was going for.
No hints yet. We haven't answered yet. Well, I think these are sticks and these are rocks.
That's correct.
If this is up for interpretation, this is a stone pickaxe.
Yes.
Yes.
What? But it's at an angle.
It is, but
Exactly.
it's up for interpretation. So
Up for
instead of
interpretation.
having it where it's this, I feel like this is more of the shape of what it would be in the actual like,
Oh.
basis for it.
Again, before the recipe book, a lot of people would try it this way.
Because that's like how it feels.
Yes.
I think we got a nice one up there that
Yeah.
kind of feels like that.
That pickaxe is so cool.
That's a fun
That
one.
was like the coolest thing. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
oh my
have
god.
one,
I was
right?
like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was really excited. The cake's cool too.
Yeah, I think it's very fun.
Yeah.
Got a few really
I
nice
want
little
it.
guys up here. All right.
Okay, let's see.
We'll reset. You can have these if need be.
Yep. I want to see.
There's some fun ones in here. I think next round we should go full abstract.
Okay.
Right. see.
Right.
I would like an abstract. I also feel like I need the crafting book
Yeah.
to see because I'm like,
Maybe I do need these recipes.
right?
Hmm. Some very interesting objects in this box, I will say. Okay, I'll do something simple for this round.
Okay.
Let's go for this.
Okay. Is it an arrow?
It is an error.
Fantastic.
It's a pretty simple
Yay.
one. Yeah.
That was a good. That was
Yeah,
a good
that's
one.
pretty good.
You nailed it.
Yeah. Okay, someone has to
Bullseye,
now.
if you will. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll think of something. Wait, let me.
It has to be abstract now. Now
Okay.
it can be items that don't even exist in Minecraft.
In the game. I like that.
Okay.
Because I see a lot of these erasers, and
Oh,
I'm very
down-
curious to use some of those.
Down below, there's even more loot.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
We got strawberries in here.
Oh, there's even cubes. Okay. Yeah, there's strawberries. There's
dice.
a whole whale. How did this fit in here? Okay.
It's going to break that table.
A candle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me.
There's also, like, there's something that's very deeply ingrained in me that just sees a box of trinkets like this and is very interested about finding out what's in there.
Okay. This is what I'm building.
Okay.
And then we'll do this stick right here.
Oh, that's an interesting placement.
What could this be?
This one's up higher than this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it this way so that.
Okay, what's the correct
viewers-
orientation of
So
it? You
this
just
is the
want-
bottom.
This is the bottom.
Okay, alright.
But I'm putting it so that they can see.
Right, yeah.
Now, I almost see it as a train
Yeah.
because I see a smokestack, smoke, and some wheels.
Okay. And what if it was like this?
Well, that's a whole... Wheels don't go like that. That's not how wheels go.
Right. You'd be right about that. Wait, let me see if there's anything else I can add to it.
That's actually...
But that's what it is.
You never think about how many things there are
Yeah.
until you
Yeah.
see it.
Okay, I feel like this is good.
Oh, cat tree.
Yes, really?
Hey, oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay, how
that
did I
was
not
so
see
good.
that?
Ah,
Yeah,
nice. That's very fun.
catchy.
You know, for a second I was thinking factory.
Oh, it was rhyming. That's why you thought that.
Yeah.
Cat tree factory.
Also,
Yeah.
that's definitely a Shiba. That's not.
I know, but you got it.
Right.
It was
really
up to
fun.
interpretation. This
I
is
like
also
that a lot.
not a cat
That's
tree.
cute. Yeah.
It's a bunch of items.
All right.
Very nice.
I want to give this a whirl.
Yay.
Oh, there are so many fun ones in here. Okay. All right, I think I've got it.
Okay.
So I'm also using these.
The combos were fun, I feel.
They are.
Maybe this is how we should like come up with crafting recipes at Mojang.
Oh,
Just
yeah?
have a box of trinkets.
A box of every single item.
Yeah, and just maybe throw them onto the crafting table. See what happens.
Oh my god, just randomly jiggle it around.
Yeah.
It's like looking into a cloud.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see a picture. Oh. Is it a snowman?
It is a snowman.
Oh, okay.
It is absolutely a snowman.
Yay! Oh my
I'm really
god.
bad at this. Really bad.
Well, let's see how you are.
Yeah,
at
As soon as
then.
it's not actually Minecraft, then it's like,
Right.
what is that?
And
also-
there's the con balls that are
Yeah,
coming
whenever I see this, I think clouds.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Well, maybe that could be the next
Yeah.
thing you build.
True.
Just one in the top row.
You can do
What's
like
this one?
3 or 4. A nice cumulus.
Yeah, if you're in Denmark, it's gonna be a few of them. That's up in the sky.
The whole thing is just
Yeah.
nine
Alright, so
nine
nine
con balls.
Okay, how much do I want to throw you off?
Go for it.
What are these?
I don't know, but
Whatever
that's
you want them to be.
whatever you want them to be.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh no.
We're gonna guess like 20 things. You're gonna be like, oh, I didn't have an idea. I was just putting.
Oh my
pieces
god,
in."
that would be so funny.
It's an abstract expression.
Or whatever we say first. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this is pretty abstract.
Are those bones, maybe?
Ooh,
Could
fun.
be. Could be.
Okay.
Okay, I hope there are. Yeah, there are more of these pieces.
Are you doing 9?
No, I'm not doing 9.
Okay.
Are you
close
doing
to
8?
it. There we go.
That's a Lego brick.
That is a really good guess, but no.
Oh my
man.
god. Is it
My
a
track record's off.
Okay, this is really abstract. Like, I almost feel like I'm cheating.
Okay, let
Sorry.
me. You're cheating. Okay, can you give us a genre?
Ooh, yeah.
This is really
Is it
hungry.
is it a mineral, animal, or
Modern
People-
era.
Modern era?
era? Okay,
Is that a town?
No.
that's fun. Like a few little like nuclear reactors.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that you said Lego brick. That like it's a Lego brick basically.
So I was right.
No.
Okay. No. I said I liked
Okay,
it. I didn't say you were right.
All right. Should I give another hint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, technology.
Okay.
Is
I
it
think
a
we
phone?
should be able to. Oh, that's pretty good.
It's close, but no.
An iPad?
No.
No.
And a keyboard?
Yes.
Oh,
Yay!
nice. Okay.
There are only so many slots in a crafting
Yeah, so
table.
actually a keyboard has way
I
more
think
keys
that-
than
that's-
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have
Yeah.
wanted to do one row. I think
No.
that would have been. That's very good.
No, that was
Yeah. I think I prefer the Lego brick idea, but you know.
I like the keyboard.
a cute little.
Okay. I might want to come back to this later, depending on how much we're feeling. But do you want to do a couple
Yeah,
more
this is
questions? Because I
fun.
think we have a few more
Yeah,
in
let's
Yeah.
do
the
that.
box.
Let's go.
I don't want to miss anyone.
Oh, we have a lot more actually. Yeah, let's
Alright,
start.
let's do-
Let's
alright.
do 2
Speed
turns.
run.
Let's do speed run. Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll each do
Okay.
2. We'll speed run them a little bit.
What does the future of crafting look like?
Right. I mean,
Yes.
of course, we're going to continue to add crafting recipes.
Yeah.
This is where we learn they're actually going to stop altogether.
So we're no more
So,
updates.
No, we're done. We did it.
We're deleting the game.
Crafting
No.
recipes. I mean, I think I might have to come back to this one because I want to think a little bit about it. Because
I know the answer.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
future of crafting? Chrome. Chrome, the
Chrome.
crafting box.
4D.
Yes.
4D, yep.
crafting.
you will be able to craft keyboards.
Yeah.
You know, that's the future.
When do I get
Would it-
circuitry in
would
there?
you
Oh, I
ever
guess
do
they, people have
A
already.
bigger crafting area.
Oh,
I mean,
terrifying.
I think that's something, of course, again, mods have experimented with
Right.
that. It's very interesting to think about. Yeah, what does it look like if the crafting matrix is
if it just gets.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
Not
not.
promising
well, this
anything.
guy's on.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that was very rapid fire, but
Oh.
cool. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Number 2. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
do
number
it.
2.
Okay.
Safayette says, I wrote this and I'm having a hard time reading.
I
What
have it.
Lego set did you have the most fun building? Oh, we kind of did this one a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
But we didn't actually, because
A set
you
is
said
different.
you said
Yeah, that was
your
that was the
custom
idea.
one.
I think a set that I've really enjoyed in the past is it was a old fishing shack. That was a Lego Ideas one, and it was really beautiful on the outside. It had like a really interesting way of having like kind of some of the wood planks fall down in really fun ways. The color palette was nice, and it also opened up and there was a full interior. So it was a very playable but also a very nice looking model. And it's always stuck in my head as like one of the ones I really liked.
How big was that one?
It was on a 32 by 32 base plate,
Okay.
so
Cool.
about kind of almost modular size, but it's like a little bit smaller since it had some beach and like pier around it.
Yeah. Very cool.
I'm trying to like go in my head and think of like all the sets, like shuffling through the folders. I feel like I remember. I don't know exactly what line it was, but there was a bakery or like a cafe of some sorts. I feel like it might have been Friends or something.
Okay.
But it was really cute. It had little cakes and stuff, and I like little food items in
Yeah.
in things. So that was probably my
There are a
favorite.
few really good bakery ones.
Yeah, I think it was a bakery.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, for me, this one, of course.
Which we
No,
don't know what it is yet, so we'll
Yes.
have to.
I mean,
I'll have to
I
find
talked
out.
a little bit before that I really enjoyed building with Bionicles when I was younger.
Yeah.
So that for me was like my most fun working with
Yeah.
the
Bionicle is
yeah.
a wonderful line with a lot of very good memories.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also one I had a lot of as a kid.
Yeah. Cool. Do you want me to
Alright.
take a
Yeah, go
question?
for it.
Yeah. All right, this one is that a T?
Oh, that's the same person. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think that's an F.
Okay, all right. It's from Sylvee008. What's your favorite line of Lego sets?
Okay, but besides Minecraft.
Favorite? Oh, well, come on. This is a cop out because actually no, because I can say one that isn't around anymore. I really liked there was a silly line called Time Cruisers back in the day. That was it was taking elements of a lot of different things. It had things from castle, it had things from pirates, it had like kind of spacey things, and they were just these absolute like kind of fun hodgepodge of ideas that usually had like really interesting functions. And I think it was a very interesting aesthetic that I think was very unique and I really enjoyed. What about you?
I feel
Not Minecraft.
Besides Minecraft, obviously, I feel like you know what's really cute is the flower sets. What are they?
Oh, the botanical.
Yeah, the botanical ones are so cute. I feel like that's so good.
There's some really beautiful pieces.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in my generation has been loving them because like everyone grew up playing with like Lego sets and all, but playing like having the like the flowers around as decor is just so fun, especially since I have cats, and cats are oh my god,
there's
deadly.
So many plants you can't have with cats.
No, wait, is there a lily? Yeah.
I don't.
If there's not, put it on the list because lilies are like terrible for cats.
Yeah.
I need some of those around. Not the real ones, obviously.
Yeah. I really like the orchid one.
The orchid one looks so
pretty.
good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, just as a designer, like I really love the pieces that go into those that aren't meant to be flower pieces. Like you have
like the frogs
and forks and shields and all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's really interesting seeing all of those and kind of what they can work with to make those organic shapes.
Yeah.
Especially since the stems are usually like Technic, which I think by its nature seems so inorganic because that's usually made for like all the vehicles and everything, and then having that as this kind of integration into the botanicals I think is really fun.
Yep.
But do you want to pull another one too?
Sure, I can do that. Let's see. It's addressed to myself.
Wow!
Alright, I'll
Congrats.
ask myself. How does Mojang find ideas for new biomes, and which is your favorite?
I guess we can all answer our favorites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, how we find ideas for new biomes? First of all, I think we pull a lot from reality. A lot of, especially the overworld, is based on a lot of, real world biomes in the real world. But I think when we actually start to distill it into, the Minecraft version of it, we kind of have this philosophy even when designing mobs so for example, we have the frog. And the frog almost represents not just, one species of frog. It's kind of almost an amalgamation of like all the frog species. And so I think we can sometimes treat biomes in a similar way. So if we have something like a tiger, if there are lots of different types of ways that tigers look in the real world, we try to make it, kind of represent all of that as much as possible. And then when it comes to other dimensions like the nether dimension or the end dimension, we tend to do just a lot of crazy brainstorming. So it's very out there ideas. It's not necessarily based on the real world in any way. We pull a lot from, like fantasy and all sorts of different tropes. And, we try to just inspire ourselves with different ideas. But my favorite biome, that's a hard one because in terms of ambience, I really like the cherry blossom. I think that it's, I actually would love if we had more stuff like that where there's, the floating...
floating animation.
I'm glad you said that.
Do we all just have the same answer? And then just
Is it the cherry blossom?
I was maybe going to do the cherry
I've been saying the cherry blossom for years, let me tell you.
It's pretty. And like being underneath it, especially like having those animations kind of going down, it's just... in a game that has such like the calming music, the kind of like environmental, just the low, not low energy, but like the kind of like just calming atmosphere of the whole thing. I think that one really stands out, especially as something that you can kind of just get lost in. It's just a very gorgeous biome.
Yeah, I will say as like another mention there, the nether biomes in particular, because they have the actual sound ambience you can hear of like the caverns and like these weird wailing sounds, like that is also one of my favorite biome experience in the game for sure. Yeah.
I also like Mushroom Islands.
Oh, I love
very
mushrooms.
early when that one came out. I do remember, and I just like spent so long trying to find mushrooms.
I mean, they're still so rare.
They are
really
It's
rare.
really tough to find them, but I think that's also part of it. Is when you get there, it's like yes, I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah, and your unlimited soup.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah. So is your favorite biome cherry blossom then?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
have to say.
Yeah.
I feel like, what's your second favorite? Because ours are both the mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like for me, it'd be like, warped forest or,
We're forced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
you know.
I think I always just have a certain level of anxiety going through anything in the Nether where I'm like, I could fall into lava any minute here. Like,
And
nothing
it's
is
gotten
ever
more
safe.
deadly over the years.
Yeah, it
For
really
sure.
has.
Yeah.
You guys have not been
Yeah.
not been holding back there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab a couple of these as well for our rapid fire questions.
Sounds good.
Okay. First one is, when you look at the crafting table, what's the first thing that comes to mind? I'll
Crafting?
start. Cube.
Right.
Cute, that's a good one. I just think of all the possibilities.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe what crafting recipe?
Oh, crafting recipe? I mean, I think what I'm thinking about, it's like pickaxe. That just, it ties so
Yeah.
into like early game icon in Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's just like, it feels like it's the thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
For crafting recipe, I think log.
Right. I guess I was thinking
Gotta make planks.
wood too,
Yeah.
because you need wood to make a crafting table
Yeah.
fundamentally. Okay, should we go another?
I have one more here that.
Oh, right.
Is there a time when Minecraft spilled over into your real life?
Yes, for me, definitely. I mean, even the fact that
Right.
I work at Mojang now and work as a designer there. But before I joined Mojang, I actually, made mods for Minecraft for very many years, since I was about 15 years old. And I actually, we had a team that worked on that mod, and one of my friends there, he actually introduced me to my now partner. So in that sense, Minecraft kind of brought me to my partner, which was
wow.
a pretty amazing thing. So yeah, like I've so many things have been influenced in my life by Minecraft. The fact that I now live in Sweden, that I work on the game.
Yeah.
It's
That's really
a
fun.
lot of things have changed.
Mine, I used to be a camp counselor. And I remember there was one year where I had a kid who really loved Minecraft. And was just, he would talk about it all the time. It was such an important part. But when we went on our hikes, he would also just kind of like, he would look around and he would go like he was like chopping down trees and stuff.
Oh,
Right.
that's what that was?
And so he would just
Yeah.
like make the little like Minecraft block sounds.
That
and
is perfect. That sounded really exactly like
yeah.
it.
Thank you. I'm a voice actor in my spare time. Only for Minecraft block sounds.
I did a thing where I replaced all the most of the Minecraft sounds with voices,
Oh.
like a texture.
With
It
the
took-
resource pack.
Yeah, it took
Yeah.
so long,
Yeah.
but yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
You
Have
could
you
be
ever
the
done that
pop-
with your own voices?
I did that with.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you did it
I
with
did it
your
with mine
voices.
and my friends' voices. Like I had
Oh.
them go. I tracked everyone down. I had them go into calls, and I was like, "Okay, make this noise." And they'd be like, "Ah!" A lot of things were just
That
words.
sounds fun.
It was really fun.
I'm just imagining like every time you mine a block, it's like stop, don't.
I forget what the sound was, but one of my friends did a Squidward noise for the walking, and I think that there's the noise for walking is also the noise for like mining, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of things where it was like it was meant for one thing would show up somewhere else, and I'd be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The water was my friend saying water, and that was so scary because every time water would flow, it would sound like
Wow.
Was there like a lava one as well?
yeah, it was like
it
a
went,
popping.
it went wow. You could never tell.
Yeah, that was fun, but you'd be really good at that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know that there'd be a a pack on it. It would just be a waste of
It's a cool
time.
texture back. What's
What's
different?
Yeah.
All right, how many more we got in here? I think it's a few more. We
Yeah.
can probably each do a couple more.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
I
let's
want
finish
to-
up these.
Yeah, let's finish up these,
Okay.
and then I'm so curious about what your guys' biomes are. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think
There's
we have,
5.
but yeah.
I'll go. Okay.
Okay.
If you could craft in real life, what would be in your inventory? Oh.
Oh man, seeds.
Diamonds, obsidian. I don't know. What do I craft in real life?
No, I would fill up my inventory with those axolotls in the buckets.
Oh yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of those in my pockets.
I feel like I'm pretty crafty in real life.
Yeah.
I like to craft around. I would have
Same.
some clay in there.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
Some.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play like just the modeling clay as kids? And just,
Yeah.
Like, I had to do that so much.
I feel like it has to be just like an inventory full of diamonds.
Yeah, right.
Like you don't even
Oh,
end
man.
up crafting. You just
you just become rich.
sell the diamonds.
Maybe
I'm over here
emeralds.
looking like a fool for just having a bunch of amphibians in my pockets. And you're over here making
We're
money.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you'd have redstone. That's like.
Yeah.
That's like.
I mean, it's kind of like infinite energy in a way in
Oh,
real
yeah.
life.
Yep.
So
So in a way, you're selfish for saying diamonds because you could
yeah,
help everyone
true.
with infinite
Yeah.
energy.
I could have solved a lot of problems
Wow.
in the world.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll do one more.
All right, go for it.
Yes, one more.
Gabriella says, with the Lego group considering making a new set with cherry blossom themed?
With cherry blossom themes, well, I have great news for you because we have considered and made it, and it's on shelves right now.
Yeah.
It's a cherry blossom set that has a sniffer as well too. So it has the adult sniffer, a baby sniffer, and a sniffer egg.
Oh, yeah.
And it has a lot of really fun features where you can actually use a sniffer to get a piece of ground up and it sniffs and gets an
really?
ancient seed.
That's so
Right.
cool.
Yeah, it's a very fun set. It's very cool, and it really kind of leans into that kind of zen calmness of the cherry blossom biome.
Does it come at all with the plants from the seeds as well?
Yeah, it has both of them. It
That's
has both of the plants as well, the torch flower and the pitcher plant. Is
Yes,
that-
that's correct.
Yes.
You got it. Yeah. Very
I
nice.
shouldn't be celebrating something. I should absolutely just know, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very fun one. Hope you get to see that, Gabrielle. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll snag one of these two. It looks like we have 3 left, so we can each grab one for the last 3. What is the most epic thing you've ever crafted in Minecraft?
The mace.
Okay, go.
The mace?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just recently.
wonderful.
I mean, it is itself epic as well. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
I like how your answers for this are the actual
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
aspects
Well, I
of
haven't
it.
crafted that. I was thinking, like, what is we probably are all
Yeah.
crafted the most epic thing, but obviously I haven't crafted the mace yet, so.
Yeah.
What have I crafted that's epic? You
I
tell
think
me.
theme park.
But that's
sounds-
a build, that's not crafting.
Oh,
I need the
Yeah.
crafting
Okay.
table to craft.
that's interesting. So,
Yeah.
if you're going by the pure wording of this question, what is the most epic thing you've crafted? I don't know. I mean, probably like diamond armor,
Yeah.
right?
You've
It's
never
epic.
gotten netherite armor?
I haven't actually.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's my most epic thing.
Because again, I'm not very good at actually playing the game. So once I go to
Yeah.
the nether, I usually don't live very long.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I guess I would say maybe a netherite sword.
Oh.
That was pretty
That's pretty epic.
Yeah, I'd say.
That's pretty fun.
Okay, you can go.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, what's your most surprising crafting experience? I think this one could be up for interpretation.
Surprising.
Yes. Like, did you ever try, maybe, like, let's think when you first started playing the game.
And you're just trying.
And
stuff
you're
out.
trying to craft something, and you're like, I really thought that would have worked.
I can't think of any off the top of my head that are like things that had kind of surprised me from it. Because usually, I mean, when I was crafting earlier on, I would play around a little bit and see if I could like make my own things, but most of the time it was just seeing like what other people have done and like, okay,
Yeah.
how do I make this thing? And I'd
Yeah.
look it up and kind of find the elements for that. So I don't think I had anything that's like terribly surprising. I know it's kind of a boring answer. For me,
Yeah. No, that's okay.
I feel like back in the old day, crafting all the desserts is always surprising because
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
the ingredients would be different.
Yeah.
Cake always gets me. Pie, because it's just an egg, flour, and pumpkin. Where's the sugar?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Bread, it's just wheat. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In real life, that would not make bread.
No.
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 It'd be really hard.
Really, that would not be.
And then cookies are just... Wait, do cookies have sugar?
I think so.
Okay, never mind. Cookies are fine.
Yeah, because that's the cocoa bean and the sugar.
Yes.
And the wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we could, add a little bit of milk in there, some eggs.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I guess if everything had all the
We need more
ingredients...
Yeah.
if everything had all the ingredients in real life, then they'd probably be similar
Yeah.
recipes.
So you're telling me you want bread to be more expensive?
Ha!
No, I didn't say that.
Wait, no.
One wheat, actually.
One weight, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you write that down?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, this is a good final question.
Okay.
What's your favorite part of the new Lego crafting table set?
Fun.
Oh,
Well, you guys need a refresher. We can
your
bring it over here.
favorite part. That was actually a really good
What is this?
final question.
That actually worked out quite well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's all these little biomes here too. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put these back. No, I won't, because we're gonna put ours in there too. So what is your guys' favorite part? I know I've had a little bit more time with it, but is there anything that really stuck out to you?
Well, I just like that it looks like a crafting table.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's really fun. Just the kind of the two-sided of it, where you have all of those, but then you have the, like, if you want to just display the crafting table itself, it's very neat.
So in terms of the biomes, I'm biased because I worked on the deep dark, so I do really like the deep dark piece.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I just really appreciate the like nameplate things at the front. I really like the
that's a
Create
nice
New
little
World
display.
because I feel like there may not be that many opportunities to bring sort of like UI elements into a set. So I think that's like really a cool creative choice for me.
And it's also, I feel like with the Create New World too, that's for something that's so simple and like such a basic, it's kind of like inspiring in a way, because it has that nostalgia, but it's also, it's a simple message. It's like great something. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Mine's a little bit more literal. One of my favorite things is how Isaac decided to make the mine carts with the roller skate piece.
Right.
So it's a minifigure roller skate originally, but it's that stacked with a plate, and then this one is a minecart with a chest inside, so it has a nougat bit on top too.
Mm-hmm.
And then using the little like grates for the
For
railroad
the
track.
rails, yeah.
That's very cool.
I also
very
like
cool.
I like the wheat in here.
Yeah,
That's
that one's
so-
actually
I didn't even notice that.
I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh.
And this one was actually really interesting too, because if you notice, he actually, the wheat element itself is, I'm just gonna break his thing, it's fairly tall. So when he designed this, he had to make it so it was on pieces that had the hole in it, so that it could sink down low enough that it actually seemed like it fit more in line with the rest of it.
Oh.
So it's built purposefully up a little bit
Wow.
higher
Yeah.
to make it sink lower, which I think is really fun too.
Yeah.
I'm glad God said that we learned a little design
Yeah.
fact.
I would have just absolutely left that behind.
Yeah.
So this is 15 years
Yes.
Minecraft's been around.
Yeah. Actually, we wanted to talk about that. I mean, we recently celebrated the 15th year anniversary for Minecraft, and that's a really long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I myself personally started playing, I believe, in either 2009 and 2010. So, it's been a long journey playing this game and now, designing for the game. So, I mean, I'm curious for you guys, like, how long have you been playing? When was the first time you played?
Well, I just know that it was before it came out on Xbox.
Right.
I don't know exactly when it was, but
Do you remember how many years ago? Like,
it was probably around 2011,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And what was your first experience like? I think you touched on it a little bit.
Well, that
but-
was on the Xbox.
Yeah.
In the actual Minecraft on the PC,
Yeah.
I did not know how to do anything at all. So it was a lot of just like running around and building doors.
Yeah.
Was one of the things.
My first experience would have been in, I think it was sometime in 2010 or 2009, where it was like in the absolute very early stages of it. And my cousin, Ben, cool guy, he was a lot more into like the cool new stuff, especially on the technology side. And he's like, hey, there's this awesome thing that like you should play. And he brought his laptop over and like showed me on there. And I remember playing it, like, this is pretty cool. It's a very fun concept.
Yeah.
So it was fairly early on, and that was when I had done a lot of the playing, was in those first few years. And then there was a time when I in college didn't play as much. And then obviously working for Lego Minecraft and Lego Group,
You start to get familiar.
you started to get a little bit back into it,
Yeah.
And it was actually, going back into it, it felt very strange, because it's like, oh, a lot has changed.
Yes, absolutely.
It didn't feel like that long since last time, but man, it's really impressive how much has gotten added and how full the world feels.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a little fuller for sure.
It's been a lot of updates. I mean, I already talked a little bit about like sort of my first play experience, but I can also talk about like the first time that I saw Minecraft, which was also kind of a similar experience. It was me going over to my cousin's place and watching him play Minecraft. And this
Everyone
was
has
back.
a cousin.
Yeah, everyone has a cousin. But this is back when Minecraft at the time had it so there was no biomes. There was only either a normal world or randomly a snow world, and the entire world was snow biome. And so I saw him play it with the snow world, and I guess I was a little confused about like no matter how far he would walk, it was just snow everywhere, and I don't believe it would stop snowing. So it was but it was even then I was like, wow, this game is like mind blowing to me. It was like really I got hooked straight away.
I do have an early memory from not knowing like how everything works.
Yeah.
When my brother and I would play, and our friends down the street would tell like, oh, get this game, like it's so fun.
Yeah.
And I remember our friend called us and they were like, oh my gosh, like I have unlimited diamonds, like I don't know if my game's bugged or something, but I have unlimited everything. And we were like, what? Like, no, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. He's like, I don't want to log off and
I need to keep this.
And then he obviously was on creative mode.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I thought creative because I wanted to be creative.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
no.
So how has the way that you played Minecraft changed over the years? Because of course there have been so many updates that have changed. They've added entirely new things, they've added new dimensions. Like compared to when you first played Minecraft, like what's the biggest thing that feels different for you? Either your play style or, you know, for example with you, the way that you interact with like other content creators or
I have a confession to make.
Oh no.
When I first started playing, I was a griefer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I was a terror. I ruined people's things that they worked very hard on.
Yep.
And I've changed.
Okay, good.
I've reformed my ways. I no longer pursue that urge to completely destroy actual time that people put into things.
Not even villages.
Not even villages.
Not even villages.
I treat them well.
Yeah.
I don't put the little guys into farms.
Oh, wow.
Well.
They're very useful.
Yeah.
Sometimes they need to be locked up. Yeah.
No, I think it's like it kind of like the way you change is like the way you grow as a person. It's as you get older, I feel like there's different ways that you play. It's the same as any kind of toy. I feel like if you look at the way that someone plays with something when they're 4 or when they're 10 or when they're in high school, like it's very dependent on where you are in that stage of growth. And I think it's really interesting. I have really started to appreciate the calmer aspects of it, and like just kind of the simple wandering around. Like even if I'm not crafting anything, if I'm not fighting anything, I'm just like going from biome to biome and just kind of looking at everything. It's really interesting. It does feel like it's a game where I feel like I've done so much over the years that there's nothing really I need to do in it. You can kind of just exist in it, and it's really nice.
Yeah. I feel like I've always been a builder. Honestly, like I like building, and I think as more updates have been released, obviously we get more items in the game that you can build with, and I think that has made the game more exciting. Like before, every house would look similar. It'd be made out of oak, some cobblestone, and maybe if I got a little creative, it would be just logs.
Corners, yeah.
Just like a village house. But I think like as new blocks have entered the game, like it's giving me more opportunities to build like more unique things.
Also with like the stone cutter and stuff too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a life changer.
So much fun. That was really when that came out. I'm like, okay, this is
that was nice. Incredible. Yeah, I think that building for sure, and also with content creation. When I first started playing, I was definitely like a survival girl, and I would go on like Minecraft servers that are just survival, like SMPs, and play there. But as like a lot of other creators play on Minecraft servers competitively, so that has changed a little bit. Like I used to not play like competitively at all, but I got a little into it for a while.
So it's like PvP or
PvP or just like little like tournaments and stuff. It was really fun. I got into it, but
that was fun. I would be bad at that.
Yeah.
Well, I was really, really bad at the start.
I guess that's kind of like.
But you practice.
Could be kind of funny. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I think for me, the biggest thing that's changed is how social the game is now, and the fact that, first of all, when I first started playing Minecraft, there was no multiplayer at all. It entered this weird stage where initially, when it first came out, it was basically like creative mode, and it did have multiplayer. And then it went survival mode and it lost multiplayer. And then it got multiplayer again. So when I first played, for quite a long time, I had no multiplayer. And when I finally played multiplayer with friends, like that was like a mind-changing experience for me. Like that was like, oh my god, I can finally play with my friends. And now I feel like, you know, Minecraft is really a social game. Like it's really great to build things and be creative together, or for example do tournaments or PvP, or there are so many things that you can do compared to, you know, the earlier stages of the game's development. Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Should we share our builds?
I think it's about time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had them sitting here for a while.
Okay.
So, okay. I think, do we want to try to guess what our environments are?
We have to do that.
Okay.
I have made one that I think is fairly easy, but I think is just a nice little environmental piece here. So I've got this one there. Do either you want to take a guess as to?
Is this a cave?
It is. Just a cave.
Yes!
Yeah.
Nothing, not any kind of special cave. It's just one where you can get some, probably closer to the surface since there's a lot of iron and coal in it.
Yep.
But that was also like, I really liked going in the cave systems when I played, just seeing all the natural kind of structures throughout it. It was really interesting. I did die a lot from the amount of monsters that were down there, but...
Yeah, skeletons are scary.
Yeah.
The new caves are crazy too.
Yeah. I mean, we had to even change the rule for like how mobs spawn in darkness, because the surface area of caves is so much more now that initially when we just had these giant caves, it was way too many mobs. So yeah, we had to adjust a little.
Still feels like a lot.
It's still quite a lot.
Not quite as many as it used to be, though.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take a stab and say Badlands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Yes.
job.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Fantastic.
Good job. He's on a little R.
That's a very clever use, because I knew that when I was making this that I didn't have, like, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, well, I know we have other colors of blocks, but I want to try to get it where it's just like a fairly decent assortment. That's not what I anticipated someone trying to make, and I really like that a lot.
I thought it's so like you can see it and know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's those lines are very...
Yeah.
You definitely recognize them when you see them.
And when you find a mesa, you're so excited. You get a bunch of
Yeah.
terracotta.
Really
It's
cool.
good to build with.
When you went for the red bricks, I thought you were going to do something in the nether.
That's
Yeah,
what
I know
do.
that. That's
Yeah.
what I could tell you guys, because you're like, oh, grabbing a lot of red. I was like,
You did. You had me fooled for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This
what
is going to
could
be
this
so hard for you.
Well, we're just really good at building and guessing, so.
Really like the Enderman design.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
Enderman design
Thank
looked,
you.
when I saw
That
you building, I was
is,
like, oh, that looks perfect.
That's very clever. And I think this really speaks to just like the way that Lego works, because I got these bricks. I did not obviously playtest anything. I was like, these will probably be like, someone will build the nether, someone will build, I don't know, like a beach, or a cave, or just an overworld. And I would have lost so much money if I put any amount of bets on what you guys would have built with this. I think that's really fun that it took in these two different directions I was not anticipating at all with those pieces.
Now, I don't know if I actually know it myself, but do you guys actually know the names of the biome in the end? Because there is technically a biome name, and I don't even know if I know it.
I've always just called it the end.
End forest, maybe?
No, I think it's actually called, like, there's highlands, and then there's, like,
Oh.
another
Really?
one.
Wait, chat, do you guys
there
know?
are technically different biomes. in
Chat,
the
help.
end.
Yeah, well, I know there's end cities.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. And I
Right.
think end cities only spawn in one particular type, but all the biomes don't really have that much difference between them.
Yeah,
So
it
they're
says,
like
it
they're very
says my
similar.
chat says Midlands and Highlands.
Yeah,
Okay.
Midlands and Highlands. Yeah.
Thanks, chat.
And,
So
and Badlands.
Yeah.
There we
Forgot
go.
we talked to the chat.
Oh yeah, they're here. Hey guys. You guys have any questions? Oh, in my chat, I think they guessed ice biome for yours, but
Fun.
This is this one. Maybe it's
Yeah.
underneath the ice biome.
That could
Right.
be.
It's a cave
It is the ice
underneath it.
biome. It's just a little bit lower.
Yeah.
I really like the way you did the like ores as well.
Yeah.
Is that how it is for the sets as
Yeah.
well?
So that was one of the things that Isaac was playing around with when he was making this, because in the actual Lego Minecraft sets, they're like staggered studs, but if you want to represent that in each one of these, like the Minecraft blocks, is 2 plates tall in this microbiome style.
Right.
And so, how do you represent an ore? It's like, well, I guess you just use that ore piece and a thing on top.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that really does get the point across.
Yeah.
So is
pretty
that
clearly.
lapis there?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got
Nice.
lapis on this one and coal and gold.
Wow.
And that's the dripstone cave that he did there.
Yeah, the dripstone was creative. I also like the
Yeah.
waterfall that you have.
Thanks.
It's
That's nice.
cute.
Breaks up
And the
color
creeper
a
in the
little bit.
water.
Yeah. Just taking a little bath.
Yeah.
Do we have a pod? Or do like a couple like chat questions just like?
Yeah.
Or
Well, we did. They
we
did.
did? Oh yeah, we had all the ones from the
Yeah.
cards. Yeah.
Unless you guys have any new ones.
And thank you for those too. It was really cool to see the kind of questions that we have. Getting a lot of
Yeah,
good conversation starters from that.
We can look through refrigerated elements. Said that they also had a griefer phase back in back in 2011. So you're not the only one.
No.
To be honest, who doesn't have a griefer face?
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
There are
I don't know. Maybe it's just me
two
and
types
you,
of people:
but-
people that have
Yeah.
a griefer phase and people that lie about having it.
Oh, am I lying?
I think so.
Maybe I don't think I grieved.
No, I think it's probably we're just broken.
Yeah.
But
Not broken.
But I feel like, okay, this is not griefing other players, but I feel like everyone's at least stolen a villager bed.
yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Are we talking about villages? Because
Yeah.
those are getting grieved.
Yeah. I still consider that griefing, but it's like in-world, sort of environmental.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah.
definitely am into stealing villagers.
Yeah.
Giving them, breeding them, putting them in little cages.
Yeah.
Forcing them to sell me mending books.
Yeah.
We do have a server, we have friends that has a very nice, it's like a job hall where all of the
Right.
different occupations have their little, I would call them homes.
Yeah.
Maybe they're only a block by a block, but they're comfortable.
It's up for interpretation.
Yeah. And it's very convenient to be able to.
People need to be nice to the villagers.
Yeah, like when I turn them into zombies.
Well, I mean, as long as you cure them afterwards.
Sometimes
Do you do that?
Okay, I do, but not all of them survive the process.
Oh, okay.
So it is
That's fine. At least you tried. At least you tried.
I didn't want any of them to.
Yeah.
I wanted all of them to be cured, but some of them got it a little crazy in the process. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Is it good? Are we?
thank-
Yeah. Thanks everyone for
Yeah.
coming with me to Denmark.
Yeah, this has been super fun.
This is so fun.
Been a lot of fun having you guys here.
This was so fun meeting you guys and
Yeah.
getting a little insight, and I definitely want to talk to you about my ideas and you too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you guys,
Deal.
you add this to Minecraft and you
And
make
then
it
he
a Lego
has to add
set.
it.
And then once
Yeah,
it's on the
okay.
Minecraft,
Yeah.
it's gotta be in Lego.
Oh my gosh,
Actually, you don't
I'm-
have a choice now, so
The
sorry.
cogs are turning. Yeah, none of those idea rooms that you were talking about. None of that. Just come to me and I'll tell you guys what to do.
We have a new design process now.
I give you the ideas. Yay! Everyone cheers. That's perfect. Okay, well, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah,
This is so
absolutely.
fun. This is so exciting.
Yeah. This is a really good time.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye everyone.
See ya.
Oh, I got logged out, so I can't.